Welcome to the Sentinel Report. Alex Newman, your host here. Folks, young entrepreneurs, I think, are really, really important. I mean, the kids going through the government school system are learning, well, gender theory, climate change, things like that. But homeschooling is a whole other world. And so I'm very blessed, not just with my own kids, but kids that we come in contact with, to find quite a few young entrepreneurs who are doing productive things, creating goods and services, adding value, creating wealth. And today we have joining us two of my favorite young entrepreneurs. They actually live not too far from me. They have an incredible business. Just today, I actually got the latest batch of our QP goat soaps. These we use as gifts because they're just awesome. I take them with me everywhere I go now, no matter where in the world I am. It's just amazing. And the masterminds behind this operation join us today, Quinn and Grace Pittman. Quinn, Grace, thank you guys very much for joining me. It's an honor to have you back on the program.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
It's a pleasure. So, Quinn, I want to start with you. You started this business when you were small. I mean, I guess when you were 9 years old is when you first got the idea and got this process started. Why did you decide to start your own business as a really a young kid who's normally 9-year-olds today they're playing with little cars and stuff, but here you are starting a business. Why'd you do that?
Well, it started by I was walking to the store and I saw this little block of goat cheese. I didn't know that it was goat cheese at the time, but I came up to it and I'm like, "What is this?" And I saw that it was $6. And being this big and however young I was, that was a gold mine. So I'm like, I want to be able to make this and sell it and make some money. And so we're like, okay, whatever. We had just moved out onto some land, and then I said I wanted to get goats. I wanted to make cheese, and they're like, okay, whatever. I was however old, and so they just figured I'd want a car or a little car or a dirt bike the next year. But I didn't. I wanted the goats. So we got the goats. We started making the cheese. That was pretty successful. And then we just ended up with some milk that wasn't quite up to quality for cheese making. So we're like, well, let's try soap. So we tried soap. We started making it. Everybody really seemed to like it. So we kind of walked away from the cheese and the yogurt and the ice cream stuff, and we just started doing the soap. And that's just kind of grown to where we are now.
Fantastic. And Quinn, I mean, one of the things that I like the most about this soap is it's not filled with all the toxic chemicals in the alleged soap at the store. Talk to us a little bit about why you guys chose to use natural ingredients like essential oils for fragrance and things like that, and of course, goat soap, goat milk, rather than the traditional batch witch's brew of chemicals that you'll find in most of the junk at the store.
Yeah, well, we just wanted to provide a better product. So there's not a lot of goat soap manufacturers out there, so we just wanted to distinguish ourselves by being the best. So that's why we use all of the natural stuff we can get, all of the just kind of the highest quality we can make it. So that's why we do it like we do.
Well, I appreciate that. You can really tell the difference when you use it, so that's why we have started using it in everything. Grace, I understand you are getting ready to take over the business as your brother moves into new ventures. You, of course, also homeschooled by some wonderful parents who we love dearly. How did homeschooling prepare you at the tender age of 13 to take over a very successful business?
My parents have always wanted to instill in us a sense of independence, and so they've helped equip us with the necessary means.
Awesome. And so what do you expect to do with the company?
I expect it's always sibling rivalry, so I want to make it better than Quinn did.
A little friendly competition here, huh? Excellent. Very cool. Well, looking forward to it. You planning any new fragrances, any new lines?
Yes, sir.
Not yet. Excellent. Very, very cool. And Quinn, same question for you. You, of course, have been educated at home, and you became a young and actually very successful young entrepreneur. Assuming it did, how did homeschooling prepare you for all of that?
I really couldn't have done anything like it if I wasn't homeschooled, because instead of being in a cubicle, like in a school building, 8 to 4 o'clock, whatever they get out over here, I could be here learning how to do stuff and like actual stuff that's useful in life, and I could start learning how to do it. I could start doing it, and really just instead of using my time up in a cubicle, I could just start doing stuff in the real world. And I couldn't have done that if I wasn't homeschooled.
Yeah, and I hear that so frequently from homeschool families. It's like, yeah, not only do we do way better than the kids in the government school on the tests and all that stuff, we also have time to pursue the things that we're interested in, like entrepreneurship or music or whatever it may be. It's really, really great. Quinn, you're moving on to a new venture as you hand off the reins of your soap company to your younger sister. Talk to us about what comes next for Quinn.
I'm actually getting into butchery, so I'll be building out a mobile butcher truck, and we're also going into grass-fed beef, and chicken, and pig. So we're trying to, where we're providing a healthy soap, we're trying to feed you now, healthily with non-vaccinated cattle and pigs and chickens and eggs and all that stuff. So that's kind of where I'm moving to, and then adding a butchery service on top of that, so that you know what's happening after you've dropped off your meat.
Excellent. And so that'll be, at first at least, just for the local communities here in Florida, I assume.
It'll be a smaller thing, but hoping to, of course, branch out.
Excellent. But the soap, that's available all over the country. And folks, if you haven't started getting it yet, I can't encourage you strongly enough to do it. They've got all kinds of different products that are just great. Like I said, we use them. And I think if you use the promo code Newman, you're actually going to get a nice discount. And I think it's like 10%. So we have partnered with QP Goat Soap. They do awesome stuff. Quinn, Grace, I want to ask both of you. Maybe we start with you, Grace. What's your advice for other young people who are looking at you and thinking, wow, they're already in business. They're already smart. How can I do something like that? I mean, do you have any advice for young people out there who may be watching, or even parents of young people who may be watching and wonder how you can do it?
Well, I guess what I can say is, if you find something you love, it's always fun to do it. And then you can make it well, you can sell it, and just start a business.
Amen. And before we go to you, Quinn, Grace, I know you have also developed a couple of product lines for QP Goat Soap, and we think highly of them. Talk to us a little bit about what you have started working on.
So I made some hand and lip balm, and I have friends who love it. And I also do jewelry, and that's pretty fun. We've sold it through the website.
And all that's available at qpgoatsoap.com as
Yes,
well,
sir.
huh? Excellent. And Quinn, same question to you. I mean, what's your advice to young people out there who want to chart their own path? Maybe they don't want to go work for some big woke corporation and do the normal thing, I guess, that people are expected to do. What would you advise those young people, and also parents of young people or grandparents of young people who are watching this and thinking, hey, that might be a better approach for my own children than the standard options out there?
Well, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know a lot of people who aren't just willing to go and try something and not be great at it immediately. And there's just so much wasted opportunity when you can just go, maybe not be great at it at the beginning, but when you start working on it, if you keep working on it, then it can really grow into something that you're good at and that's needed in the community.
That's excellent. Excellent stuff. Guys, we're almost out of time in this segment, but I do want to give you a chance to tell the folks how to get the soap, the lip balm, the lotions, all the different things, and then, of course, the jewelry that you guys are working on. And then also, Quinn, let us know when our local community, at least here in northeastern Florida, might be able to use your butchery services.
Well, all the stuff you can find at qpgoatsoap.com. The mobile butchery thing, we're still a few months in development, so we're not quite ready to start doing that, but hopefully in the next 2 to 3 months we'll be ready. And when we are ready, the website is freedomrangefarms.com.
Freedom Range Farms, I love it. Well, you got some customers right here, and we'll look forward to getting you back on the program to talk about that once it's ready to go. Grace, any final thoughts before we let you guys go?
I don't think so.
All right, fantastic. Well, Grace, Quinn, Pittman, thank you guys very much for what you're doing. Thank you for partnering with us here at Liberty Sentinel Media. We appreciate it. And so I do encourage you to get over to the website, qpgoatsoap.com. These are great gifts. You can try it out on yourself. You'll see it's a whole new world of soap. So get over to qpgoatsoap.com, and when you use that promo code Newman, you're going to get a 10% discount. You can also get the Liberty Sentinel pack, which is some of our favorite selections. So go check it out. Support young, patriotic, God-fearing entrepreneurs and get yourself some great products at a discount. And, of course, you're helping us out here at the Sentinel Report. Thank you, folks, and stay with us. We'll be back.